Hello, Collective. This behind the scenes is by special request. And this month is actually a great time for you to catch a glimpse of my goal setting because my family and I are about to go through a major transition, moving out of state to Arizona. So let me go ahead and share my screen, and then I will talk you through my 90-day goals and then how those fit in with my June goals, especially as we are moving this month. So as you can see here, and I know I've talked about this before, my 90-day goals, and I do it in 3-month increments throughout the whole year. So every January, I'm setting 90-day goals, every April, and then in July, and then finally in October, I do my last set of 90-day goals. So when I sat down for this 90 goal set, I did not know we were moving, but my goals were to finish the rough draft of my book, From the Sea, to launch my When God Calls a Writer book. And my goal with that book launch was to build my list, and then also to launch the retreat, which is coming up on June 23rd. And then finally, it was to continue serving and building the collective. As you know, we're in the beta launch right now, and so it's a process of listening to you, figuring out what serves you best, and then creating that monthly content to serve you. Down the road, when the collective has gained more momentum and even more members, my goal is to start batching the content. So I'll actually be creating multiple months content at once, and that will allow me greater freedom in the week to week and month to month to just focus on listening and serving. So June has come and we are moving to Arizona. It's short notice moving, so there's certain challenges and opportunities that come up with that. And so when I sat down to look at my June goals, I knew that I needed to move the retreat back 3 weeks so that I had a longer runway to continue building momentum in the Facebook group with the live videos that talk about the content, so that all the people who joined my list, and I had over 200 people sign up for the free book through my list, and so I wanted to give them time to read the book, to go through the email sequence that goes along with the free book they receive before I start sharing about the retreat to them. So having that extra 3 weeks gives them time to engage with the book and go deeper with me before I'm sharing, hey, you can sign up for this retreat. So to simplify, in June, I am letting go of finishing the draft for From the Sea, and I'm going to actually just let go of working on it for the rest of the month. If I have an inspired day or week where I can get to it, I will work on it, but I'm giving myself permission not to work on that book right now. And then in the collective, the way that I'm simplifying is that I've intentionally scheduled 2 weeks, both for the conference that I'm going to attend, as well as to actually move to Arizona and get settled. I'm very excited. I found a great preschool online that I'm going to tour as soon as we get there. And so Eli should be all set to start preschool, which allows the business to continue running without having a big gap. So after I set my goals and what I want to accomplish, I take a moment and break down what are the next actions that I have to do to make those happen. So you'll see my 2 big projects for June. The first one is finalizing the collective content. And my goal is I'm on track for finishing it up today, but I'm also giving myself permission, if I don't finish today, to just ensure that I am communicating clearly with you and with myself so that expectations are on the same page. And this is a great note for you to make when you are launching products, when you have your beta group going through your membership or even reading your book. that it's okay to not have it perfect. It's okay if things are in progress. But what is most important is that we communicate that to our people, setting expectations both for ourselves to be realistic and to honor our time, but then especially for the people we're serving so that they know what to expect. They know why there's a delay or why things are in progress. People are much more forgiving than we give them credit for. And when we can learn to share and manage expectations, then it gives us freedom to continue moving forward, even if things are not perfect and everything they could be. So I want to encourage you, as you see me communicating expectations and navigating a big life transition this month, take notes, see what I'm doing that you think that's a great idea, see where you see holes, and to make note, okay, I could do this differently, or that could look different. And as always, I am open to your feedback, so feel free to shoot me a message or a note saying what you enjoy or what you think could be improved. That is your greatest gift to me, is your feedback. So that's the first big project in June, is just the collective content and Facebook group support. And then the second project is the retreat, invitational marketing. And for that, I have two parts that I'm working on. The first one is the email sequence that will invite people to the retreat, talk about why it's important, what they can hope to gain. And that has been drafted, so it's just finalizing it and then hitting publish on it. And then the second thing is the Facebook Lives. And those are already planned, so it's just actually executing them and then uploading the previous lives to YouTube so that I can actually use those in the email sequence. And then finally, every month, every day, as I'm doing my projects moving forward, I want to make sure that I'm celebrating both the big things and the little things. So to celebrate, I had an incredible and fun book launch. It was incredible to see the momentum, and even my goal to increase my email list and group, it happened, and it's continuing to grow through the free book offer. And then another big celebration is we are packed and ready to move. And I'm mostly sane with getting all of it done and packed away. Your support has been so valuable. So that gives you an overview of how I look at my goals. I always look at the big picture of the 90 days. Where am I moving? And then I break it down. Okay, what's come up personally? Do I need to adjust those goals? And then I always look at my action steps, because I need to know what actions and tasks I'm doing every day that will move me towards those goals. And then I celebrate, because if we're not celebrating and enjoying the journey, it becomes burdensome and boring and heavy, and we don't create best when things are burdensome and heavy. So I hope that encourages you. Feel free to leave comments on this YouTube video about what stood out to you, your own goals, how those are going. Thank you all so much for participating in the group and sharing. And I will be sharing my goals in the group going forward, because I do think it's incredibly valuable when we can see people living out intentionally, living out with purpose, with focus, and the fact that we're focusing narrow. We're not trying to do a million things. We're focusing in on those one or two big projects that are going to either move our heart projects forward, which is our books, our memoirs, but they're also moving forward our business goals, making sure that we're creating an income, that we're building our community. So that's it for the behind the scenes. Have a wonderful rest of your day.